What's up, otakus? I'm back, and I bought some more books today. And boy, did we get a good book today! It just appeared at Half Price Books, and I think it may have been there for a while. Um, but for some reason, I looked at it again. I looked at it again today, and I took a closer look at what it was, and I decided, okay, no, this is something we want in our collection, and it's a really nice piece. So let's get into it. I'm gonna um, show you the books I got just earlier today, and then so it's 4 books, and then we'll jump into some recent pickups, things I recently picked up, along with um, other stuff. So we'll get to it all. So we'll start right here with Spider-Man Chapter 1, and it's in rough shape. I would say it's in about a 7.0, 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. It needs a little bit of a cleaning here, but it's beautiful, and it's a 90s book. I love them 90s books. It's Spider-Man Chapter 1, The Two Doctors, and you know how I feel about Doctor Octopus and Spider-Man, right? Like that's the rivalry. That's Spider-Man's number one villain. Doc Ock is Spider-Man's number one villain. I'll state my case right there. Another book that was there for a while, and I don't know, I didn't pick it up, but today I just looked and said, you know what? I want this in my collection, is Kick-Ass issue number 6. And you have Hit Girl there, the most disturbed child in comic books. Woo, she's crazy. But yeah, badass. Let's see. We've got All New Wolverine 10. Okay. And yeah, All New Wolverine 10. The reason I got this was because this cover is really, really interesting. They're fighting like in the city. You can see a big skyscraper in the background. But in an alley, like in a street alley. And this is like gonna be a huge moment. You're gonna see a moment like this at some point where Old Man Logan fights X-23. So I said, you know what? Let's pick it up. It's a beautiful looking cover. The art is beautiful. I really like how the background is just very subtle, but it looms really large. But the the focus is definitely on that intense. They're almost like within kissing distance, and they haven't stuck out their claws yet. So pretty cool. That's another book we got. So I should put them all up here. So 3 modern books. Things. This is the stuff we like. This is a John Romita Jr. cover. This is a Guara cover, and this is a John Byrne cover. John, like a great. I mean, there's a John Byrne Web of Spider-Man 4, I think. Sorry, Web of Spider-Man number 3 is a great John Byrne Doc Ock cover. That is a great, and that's like one I want now. Because I see it all the time. So I run into it, you know, I run, I run into it quite frequently. Um, but I've been wanting it in high grade. So I always find it in kind of beat up shape. So we're still holding out for a high grade one. All right, so that's that. And here's the big book I picked up. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? Glad you could join. The other thing I picked up was Batman 182. Look at that beautiful cover. So let me read this off for you. We have Batman, a second star collection of The Strange Lives of Batman and Robin, The Rainbow Batman, The Joker Batman, and then you got Batman Robot, and then you got Batman Jr. and Robin Sr. It's quite a hilarious cover. And it's bright, vibrant, colorful. It's got these like interesting panels. You've got Rainbow Batman, you've got the Joker Batman, which is kind of like the Batman who laughs, right? Um, Batman Robot, and then you've got like a kid. You got a Robin esque Batman. The same kind of like teen Batman, basically. Is about Batman Junior. That's what they're calling him. So yeah, this is a really cool book. I just really like this book. It's just really cool. This is my first Silver Age Batman piece. I think the oldest Batman book I have is early bronze. Yeah, early bronze. Like a Neil Adams book is the earliest, but this is much older. Yeah, Batman 182. This is under 200. So this is quite a big pickup for me. And I only got this for $15. Cost $15 at Half Price Books. So you can find good stuff at Half Price Books still. And then these are just some of the recent pickups. I've been in a very show-offy mood these days. I feel like my stuff is pretty banging. We've got X-Men 39, which we picked up for $39. We picked up this absolute beautiful copy with George Perez's signature, a signed copy of Crisis. And this has got to be the big book of the whole year. This is the book of the year. Well, okay, no. The book of the year will definitely be when that comes back with Larry Hama's signature, and we're hoping a sketch. So when that comes back, signed, sketched, Larry Hama, that will be the book of the year when that comes in, which is going to be soon. We're going to submit that not this weekend, next weekend. A week from today, that is going to be submitted. It's going to be cracked. Larry's going to sign it. He's going to sketch it. And then he's going to send it off to CGC. And then they'll grade it. They'll put the yellow label in there with the slab. They'll slab it. And then back it comes to me. So that'll take some time, but time well worth waiting. I'm thinking of just reopening my account at the $150 level, since I have money now, to do 3 slabs. Because I'm going to keep this one raw, but there are books I want to slab. And the thing is, I want to keep this one. I want to slab this one eventually, but slab it for one of the Jim Lee events. So it'll get signed, slabbed with the yellow label. So that's one I'm holding out for Jim. This is one I'm holding out for Jim. We may push this down the line though, because there's a Michael Turner. Oh, here it is. This Michael Turner is at the front of the next Jim Lee signing event. It will be the first among 3, however many books that event gets, but usually there are 3 books for $150. That's the tier I get. So if I get 3 signatures, this and other books will get selected. But that's one. And this one, and sorry. So these are 2 of the 3 we get Jim's signature on. These are 2 of the 3. The third would be, we haven't really figured out what the third will be. So, on that, no, we'll get that. It's a long-term investment kind of thing. We'll get there. Oh yeah, Marvel Age. We were going to get the Marvel Age signed. The Psylocke cover. Although I don't know, I have 2 copies of that now. And as much as I want Jim to sign it, I mean, that's a book. Yeah, we got to get that one signed sooner than later. Because if that never got signed, I'd feel down. We never got around to doing that. So I am going to put that along with it. So my next signing event, you're going to see the books we're going to get signed are Superman 205, the Michael Turner variant. And then we have Wolverine 27. And then the third book will be Marvel Age, I think 104 or 108. That's the one where he's at the drawing board sketching, and poof, there Psylocke appears on the cover. So it's a great comic book cover. It's the first appearance of Jim Lee on a cover. So if that doesn't make you want to buy it, I don't know what will. And then I'm going to show this off. This is my second copy of the 2019. Go back and watch the video. I have a video where I flip through this book and let you know what's in it. A lot of history, San Diego Comic-Con history in this book. I mean, there were some of the biggest names in entertainment in this book, in the pages of this book. I couldn't find reference to Larry Hama, though. That was kind of disappointing. Maybe, I didn't read through the whole book, so I'm sure he could very well be in here, but in terms of my flipping through it, I couldn't find any reference to him. But this is, I think this is my favorite cover by Jim Lee. I honestly think this is a very underrated book because, I mean, it's such a great. So this is, it's a it's a double cover. It's a double cover. I mean, it's connecting. It's a connect. Well, not a connecting cover. It's just a full cover from front to back. So it's like it's got all these heroes on the front, and on the back cover, which you don't see, you've got Superman, you've got Spider-Man, you've got who else is on that panel? Got I think Snake Eyes is in there. Yeah, I think Snake Eyes is in there. You got uh, Wonder Woman might be in there. Anyway, I gotta take a look at it, but it's a cool book. And so what I'm gonna do with this is every time I go to a con or pretty much like a signing event, I'm gonna take this with me and get signatures, and people can sign wherever they want. I'll just because it'll be a cool book. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was there. I was there at San Diego Comic Con in yada yada year," and that's a good conversation starter, right? Like, "Oh really? Well, can you sign in that year?" Like because they have all the years sort of mapped out here. Um, so that's a side project. Obviously, we got to weigh like if they're only doing like one signature, one free signature, and then everything after that is like $5 or $10, or however much they charge. Um, however much they charge is up to them, the artist. But we're hoping they'll sign it for free, as many books as you can bring. Hopefully they'll support it. I don't have a lot of books, but it's going to be like at max maybe 4 signatures, maybe 5 if it's like I definitely have more than 5 books I want signed by Larry Hama, and more than 5 books for Marv Wolfman. But I'm not going to take all the books. I'm just going to focus on the top 3. I think I'll just be satisfied with having him sign 3 books. I don't want to overdo it, because you are taking sort of advantage of their generosity. So you want to just keep it to a minimum, um, not go overboard. So I felt like 3 copies, they could do that rather quickly. And yeah, although again, Larry Hama, we might do 5 for him, and we might do 5 for Marv Wolfman, just to see if we can get away with it. Because I'm sure they'll be, if they're signing 3, they can probably do 5, right? So that's what we're hoping for. But if they have the bandwidth, so I don't expect them to sign in here in this book. I'll have other books to let me know of that thing. I'm talking about the books where we don't have anything for that artist to sign, but just getting their signature in this book, because they're part of the Comic Con culture, would be cool. So anybody can really sign this book. It can be artists, it can be vendors, it can be cosplayers, I guess. It can be the entertainers. Um, I should say celebrities. It can be the celebrities, and definitely the comic book creators, the writers, the artists, for sure. That's the primary. But whoever, like, I'm definitely gonna have Sleepy Reader and Bueller sign my book at SummerCon when we hang out. And we'll go from there. Hey guys, so that's kind of it. I just kind of wanted to show that off, and maybe jump on. I'll jump on a little later if I feel like chatting about comic books again. But picked up a lot of good stuff. Glad you guys could hang out. All right, peace. Later.